Hello YouTube, this is once again the man with many names, and now I have actually picked a name. And the name to be is Shoddy Guns, and so yes, it is now synonymous with my account in Crossfire and Combat Arms, and I'm sure that other games that I'll be playing I'll make sure to keep the same name as well. And if I had the chance I would definitely do the same for my PSN account because it's kind of embarrassing because I have a friend in college now and his actual name is Vinny. And so now I'm just like, ah, oh, damn, I should not use his name anymore. And it kind of feels the same way as I'm using the M16S camo. This is actually commentary that I was actually planning to do with a friend here, or like a live dual commentary. The thing is that my friend, D.E. Beluga, he's actually a local friend of mine, and we were literally sitting right next to each other as we were playing this game. And he was just like, hey, I have the proposition of let's trade weapons and let's do it that way. And you will see throughout this gameplay there are several snipers on the other side of this map that just wreak hell on us. And this map in particular is a very funky one. The name of it is Orbital Station. And basically the deal of it is that it's a station out in orbit and it's reduced gravity and there's bullets flying around everywhere, and we're surprised that nobody has broken the airlock or something, and sort of like things like that. How does a 50 caliber not go straight through all that metal plating? But it's Crossfire, it's funky first-person shooter, who cares? And speaking of funky first-person shooters, look at that shot right there, like, well, the first shot actually with Mr. KK, I think it was, that was sitting right there, also that shot too. Just over and over, these guys kept dying to my DSR shots, and I will say this right now, I am by no means like a super MLG accurate shot person like all the other guys there that play like 24 hours a day, every day, smoke weed for 20. Oh god, I should not have referenced that. Forgive me, Russian Badger, if you ever see my videos for saying that, because that is just a terrible thing to do. And so I have finally, and this gameplay was actually from a while back, so I finally had the time to compile all this stuff together because now I'm on Christmas break because my semester ended a couple days ago, and I will be back in college on January 7th. But needless to say, I hardly ever upload footage, so it doesn't really matter when you guys are ever going to see me, really, because it's just so rare whenever I put up footage. But nonetheless, this is just, I have a whole bunch of fun in this game just because of the silly arcadiness, but it also infuriates me because of the lag. Like, if you see the footage that I have, like, you will see footage of like, oh, I'm so gonna get this guy, and I shoot him like 3 times, and I get 3 hit markers, but he kills me before it even registers. And that shot right there, I was sure I hit that person, but because lag time, and everybody on this game has like a ping of 200, while I have a ping of like 45, it's like to a maximum of 50, and that's not even saying I have good internet or necessarily good computer, because this computer is horrible for even Minecraft. And I have to keep all the render distances on normal or things like that. And this is terrible for me on my part, because it's not the greatest system in the world, but it definitely keeps up with Crossfire, and the internet is okay enough for it. So I really cannot complain because this game is pretty much all I really need. It also does keep up with Combat Arms, but I kind of need a better connection, but I'm not going to gripe on that any further. Basically, generally just good games going on, and I'll say this right now, my friend D.E. Beluga, like, you can understand, like, oh, there's D.E. in his name? Oh, is there a Desert Eagle? Yes, there is. And my friend, whenever he picks one up, especially in Elimination Alaska, I think I'll gather some footage for that as well, because we also, as far as I remember, we also did a recording of us on that map as well. He runs Desert Eagle Primary and just absolutely annihilates everybody in sight. They're not even headshots, and for some reason he's like gifted with like a 1-second reload, so it's pretty ridiculous on what he does. With that all said, I think I'll move on to a different subject right now, is that, intros. I will be working on an intro for my name here, Shoddy Guns, and I will be sure to do that sooner or later, and I don't understand why you're looking into our spawn, Dead Frost, but make sure you don't do that. And same with this guy here. I don't understand why a guy's sitting there when people can have like a 50-foot vertical in this one map, so I would not even attempt to try and stay up there. Just don't. I mean, it's even funnier than when you're in, was it Moxie's Underdome in Borderlands, when you get that DLC. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna give you the walking on air perk so you can jump forever. And look at that lag. Did you see that lag? I shot that guy twice. And I don't understand how he did not die. That just doesn't make sense to me at all. But then again, I see a whole bunch of these names and they have the tag BR, and you can instantly understand they're like, oh, from South America, from Brazil, all that sort of thing. So yeah. You can tell with a lot of these free-to-play first-person shooters, there are a lot of South American people. And I thought I got that guy with a headshot with a DSR because you just saw his helmet like fly off his face. It was like, boom, got you with a 50 cal. But no, it didn't. That did not happen. And once again, that proves my point. I'm not even that accurate as a sniper, and this is actually one of my mediocre games, but it doesn't really get a heck of a lot better when it comes to it. Although this definitely is my favorite sniper map, just because it's so easy to jump shot. You jump and then crouch, and then you have unlimited accuracy, especially since non-moving base accuracy of the DSR is 100%, as is with the AWM. And I think there's also, that's the TR, and I thought I got that person. You saw that little dust cloud come off her, and then I finally get her. Like, an upper chest shot with a DSR is supposed to be one-shot kill, and that drag shot. Oh, that drag shot. Oh, that doesn't normally happen. Like, and there he goes again. Just instant instant headshot on Mr. KK with the Desert Eagle, which he actually finally got for himself because Crossfire is a weird thing where you have to purchase your weapons in large sums of money, but you have them forever, but you have to repair them after use. Like, what is it? After, like, shooting off 100 rounds with the DSR, you have to pay, like 100 something GP to repair it. And, and it's kind of one of those things, but in general, it's like, oh, yeah, there's a large sum of money, and we assume that you did good with that weapon since you spent so many shots on it, and clearly some weapons need more repair than others, such as if you have a gifted weapon, like you pulled it out of a crate, and that headshot, oh man. And yes, I actually do, anyways. Like, you have to go, like, after a match, you have to go into the menu, after game, and repair the weapon itself with your own GP, and I don't know how I snipe these guys with a USP, like, that, like, never happens. And there are the few times where I've done, like, oh, I'm just gonna troll these guys and use a USP only, and, oh, man, I don't understand how I'm getting these shots. I'm not even that good of a gamer, and and I have a friend who watched some of my recordings. He's another friend. Yeah, he used to be an MLG player in World of Warcraft, and as his retirement gift, he actually gave something to me. He's like, "Oh, here, dude, you can have my awesome Razer Naga mouse." And I was just like, "What? You're giving this to me?" And so he gave it to me, and this gameplay was far before I got the Razer. I was using some sort of wireless mouse. It was very hard to use, but I don't understand how I get so good with it. But anyways, I just did some sort of dolphin dive there. I don't know what happened, but get out of our spawn, bro, and you get out of our spawn too, bitch. Sorry for my vulgarity, but it kind of had to be put down like that. You do not come into our spawn. You're gonna get shredded up by my USP, even though I have horrible accuracy, but awesome luck with it. I don't know how it works. And I don't know how that shot, like, it, like, worked around the corner or something, or maybe I, like, clipped his shoulder. But regardless of that, like, this game is just so entertaining at some times, and sometimes it just doesn't even make sense of how kills come about. Like, there are some really wacky moments that I'll be posting up, and I do plan on making a montage for some of the clips that I have. And there's another one of the things that doesn't make sense. I hit that lunar wolf person in the upper chest. You could see her flinch. You saw the dust cloud come off her, and you know when you die, if you play Crossfire, there's a little box on the right side when you die. It shows like, oh, the people that got killed and the damage you got on them. I hit Lunar Wolf in the upper chest. She flinched. You saw the dust cloud on her, and I got 0 damage on her, and I have no idea how that happened. Yeah, so there are just things that don't make sense. I heard somebody up in the tunnel, but I was not exactly gonna bother at the time because I was so looking forward to just getting somebody over here, and then that guy comes up, and yeah. So in due time, I do hope to make some sort of montage and just overall improve my content overall, give it an intro, and I'm gonna hand do my own intro. And being in a multimedia production program, I have the resources to do all the 3D, all the motion graphics. Well, I'm not gonna say motion graphics because that drag shot. Not necessarily motion graphics, but the techniques that I can use to make the intro itself. And maybe some sort of outro. Maybe I'll add bonus clips, like, and I'll give a whole, like, 12-page essay on what they're gonna be like. And meanwhile, I don't know how. This is some sort of, like, 5-sentence paragraph that I'm putting up for this gameplay. I don't even know how that works. So, that's the end of the game, and look at this. These freaking combat axes. Oh my god. But, that is the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed the video. There's not going to be some sort of bonus clip or anything, but I hope that you enjoyed the commentary, and I hope to see you around at some point, YouTube. This is Shoddy Guns, and have a good day.